Mommy the Making here, and welcome to my kitchen tour. Wanted to show you guys my super cute fruit basket. I'll link it for you down below. I absolutely love this thing. I just think it's adorable. Here's our mail center. It has really helped with keeping the clutter off my countertops. I hate trashy clutter, so everything goes in a little basket. This is where I keep the bowls and plates. We only have one set of dishes. It was really hard for me for some reason to let go of all the dishes, but I finally realized there was no reason for me as a family of 4 to keep that many dish sets, so I minimalized and I feel so much better. This is my cooking cabinet. I keep everything I need for seasoning and baking. Up top, you'll see I have canisters of sugar and flour, and then individual baskets, one for baking with chocolate chips and sprinkles and such in it, and then one for seasoning packets. I've taken command hooks and hung my table and teaspoons and measuring cups on the side as well. This is my utensil drawer to the right of the stove. I do practice minimalism in the kitchen, so I only have one of every utensil, and I absolutely love it. I love how clear and non-cluttered my drawers are. I keep the lids to the pots and pans separate from the pots and pans, and there they are in their little drawer. And then underneath I just have some of my smaller pots and pans. And underneath that you will see something that you'll see a lot in my kitchen, which kind of seems to bother some people, is just an empty drawer. I have a lot of empty open spaces in my kitchen. I just don't need it now that I've gone through and really minimalized what we have. Here's a cute little spice drawer. I think that's adorable. And then just more of my larger pots and pans. And then underneath that, I've got some of my serving trays and Aubrey's popcorn bowl. A little fact about my kitchen: at 8 months pregnant, I decided the whole thing needed to be white. So there I was with my giant 8-month pregnant belly, nesting like crazy, painting the whole kitchen. Here's just my little succulents that I absolutely adore. They're all from Aldi. This is the drawer that I keep the bread and the potatoes and onions in. I keep them in those little metal bins up top, and I've just labeled them. And then there's my coffee. My coffee filter is rice and quinoa. And then up to the top is where my husband keeps all of his snacks and treats so that I can't get to them. And then there's just the supplements I take in the morning. I like them right there so that I see them and remember to take them. This cute little towel holder from Amazon. I will link it down below for you guys, but since I couldn't hang it on my oven, I got that. And there's just my glove and things that I use to get hot things out of the oven. And then underneath that are a couple things I use for baking, my casserole dish, things like that. Again, you'll notice a theme of just simplicity, not a lot of stuff. I do love to bake, but I find I don't need a lot of things to do it. Okay guys, this was a hard area for me to minimalize. I used to have a gazillion coffee cups, and I narrowed it down to my favorite 4. And then those are for entertaining. I use those when we have a Bible study or anything like that. We have some wine glasses, not a bunch. Only one set of plastic cups for guests, and then my husband and I each have one of the Arctic cups that we take with us. Mine's in the washer right now. And then up here you'll see that this is Brinley's little area where I keep her formula, her bottles, her bottle cleaner, and then all her little spoons in this cup. And then up top you'll see a really special tea set that my grandmother got me that I hope to one day use with Aubrey. I had some questions about these. So these are from IKEA, the plants and the pots. I love them in my window. It just makes me happy. Here's where I keep the dish towels. Again, right-handed, so my dish towels are to the right of my sink. It just makes sense. And then the next drawer is my saran wrap, all my baggies and things like that that I use when I'm putting food up, so on and so forth. Something that we've implemented is my daughter has 1 bowl, 1 plate, and 1 cup. The ones in the back are for when guests come over, but this really gives Aubrey a sense of responsibility. She knows that if she wants to eat or have something in her snack bowl that she has to return it back to the sink. It also keeps me from finding the gross mildewy milk cup, because I have no choice, and neither does she, to go look for her cup, keep track of her cup. So it doesn't get left behind the couch or in a couch cushion or in the car and get disgusting for mommy to find. Here's where we keep all our forks, knives, and things like that, also our straws. I used to have a lot more forks, knives, and spoons. I finally went through and just minimalized everything. So everything in there are specific things that we actually need and use, and we don't have a ridiculous abundance of utensils because it's just silly. And there is my baking supplies, some strainers, and then my little containers I use for food. And then here at the bottom I just have my blender, and then the stuff I use with my blender, so my protein, a food processor, and the toaster. Again, I don't like stuff on my counters. I just prefer to keep the big appliances in these drawers. Here to my favorite part of the kitchen, the coffee bar, where I keep all things coffee related. I used to have a Keurig, but I found that I drink way too much coffee for a Keurig. And here is just a little mason jar full of sugar, some sugar and creamer packets for when I have guests over. And then I absolutely love this spoon rest. It says Spoon Me. I got it from Michael's. It was on sale for $1, and I am so glad I found it. The coffee bar, I have this area with slats, perfect for keeping things that I bake with and cookie sheets and such. And then this is my pantry. I love this pantry. Everything has its place and everything is labeled, which makes my little organizing self super happy. And then I have a little area here to the right where Aubrey has her snacks. There's also an area like this in our fridge. She knows that she can grab anything from that area and that it's okay for her to eat. Same with this area for Brinley. She has her own little shelf too, and it's great because when she's being babysat or somebody's watching her, I can point to that area and there's no confusion about what Brinley's allowed to have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join our Facebook tribe.